let's continue on this chapter 2. We move to the second part. It's called Parameterizing. So that is a very important part. If you read here, you should got in the point that the model is most of the time not intended to exist in one version. So in our model file, if you come to not here, I already load this to the repository. So in my GitHub, and I have this repository called OpenSCAD. So quickly you will have a multiple version of the model, part 1, part 2, number 1, number 2. So to ensure you don't just changing the hard code. So we need to define certain variables, so that is easier for you for later on you change the parameter, then you control the model. So to change first exercise, change the radius of the wheel to 10 units. So we use, let's open one model. So let's see which one is chapter 1, part 2. Maybe that is the easier one. So let's clean this and save this as the chapter 2, part 2. So what we will define is because we have 4 wheels. So every wheel will have this radius. So now we're starting from this radius. So let's put in here. Let's make those parameter. So wheel radius equal 8. Then every time we have the wheel, we will change this to that. So now let's make our plane. So if I want to have a smaller wheel, I can just change this one time. It's getting smaller. So before we use this way, you will need to go to these 4 blocks of the program and change this number one by one. So that is the very direct advantage for this scripting language. So every variable has 2 parts, like any kind of the programming languages. You have this name and you give a value. So just using this equal. So you also need to consider some kinds of the little rule. And then once a variable is defined, it can be used in the code to replace its value. So that is the thing is we try to use this radius. So you can define any variable, but like this wheel is if we have our repeatable the parameters, try to define that as our variable. Second exercise, try use a variable named wheel radius to define the size of your car wheel. Try change the size of the wheel a few times by modifying the value of this. So let's see, we want this very small. So you get this, but this not looks better than this 8. So one important thing you should keep in mind about the behavior of the variable. The variable in these two behave like a constant. So this not the actual is not like the variable. You cannot change. They can hold only one value, which they keep throughout the creation of your model. So you cannot change that later. So what happens if you assign a value to wheel at the start, and then assign a new value after that? So let's see here, I put another thing. So let me say here I gave a 10. compilation generate one warning. So you can see here, warning. Let's see any detail. So here, line 18 is mentioned wheel radius was assigned. Let's see the complete. Was assigned on line 2, but was overwritten. So they give you a warning on this kind of the activity. So the second value is take effect. But let's see. So if I just for putting you some the exercise, if I put this in this part, what's that happen? So that's the same. So that means it's no matter this second definition is putting before or after you are using it. The second this assignment will take effect. So now is all as the 10. So even you put this as 1 is not effect anymore. So that is the thing is you need to consider. So don't try to reassign our variable with another number. So now like this is let's back to 8. So that is the that exercise highlight. Try assign a different value to wheel after this. So we already do that. So let's do parameterize more parts so that we can more control that. So try parameter is body top along the Z using the base height and the top height variable to make it sit on top of the body base. So what's the, let's see, so we have 2 is 1 is the base height. Equal, so base height is 10. And the top height also where is the 10 minus 0.001. So now we can replace over 10. But now you still has this hard coding. So let's see what's that means. First, let's replace that. So if you change this, is no change. Let's see, we want this in the more higher. Remember, notice this, if you do this, this is not changed because you are not making the top height linking with base height. So actually, we should see is we want this and also translate. Translate is translate to the base height minus 0.001. So let's see here. But this is too big. So then these are the top height. These are the base height. Translate that to the top height, 10. And this is the center. Base height is 20. Oh, we put that, let's change this to here. So this 10 is getting correct. So let's put this transparent. And let's see. You can use this to do the analysis. So that means it's a base height used on here, and this base height, because we put that in the center, so base height is 10, and above the 0 is 5, below 0 is 5. So if we say top height as the translate, we cannot translate 10. It should be translate, let's see, so let me put that this one is where translate this 10. First is also center, translate 10. If these are the 20, then above that is 10. And if we have also 20, we should translate that to 20 as well. So that should be correct, I see. But the cube, this one also should be 20. So the height. So this one also the top height. Oh, the base. Let's see the base height. Yeah. So that is always make your. So that is the base height, top height. Let's use this as the top height is the 20. Is the base height minus. Okay, so we should be able to dislink top and the base. So this is the base height minus 0.001. We don't need to make here as in the parameter. Let's see. So this should be the top, and we translate the base height. Let's see. So translate the base height minus this, and the cube is the top height. Top height is 10. Is so small, so we should have that is the 20. Then this closed each other. So top height is 20, and the base height is top height minus translate is the translate this. Let's use the top height. So if I make this smaller, then that's minus that is inside the base height. So let's check the answer from here. So base height is 10, top height is 10. Then body is base height center, correct? So that's the body base. And what's the car body top? Translate is 50. Oh, so we should consider this half. So it's because it's you put that in the center. So top height should this translate should have both top height and base height the half, and this. Let's put that base, and then minus 0.001, and then you can use this top height. So let's see here. Now it's getting, and if I want this higher, it should be move out altogether. So that is the correct things. So I did forgot about this half. The configuration. So you can try to see here. And what's the track? Track is used for this age. So let's give also our parameter track equal to 30. So that is the long of this cylinder. So track, replace this translation here. So let's do, so if I want this is 50, you can see that is longer than this. And we can also make some linkages if we want this longer. That means it's our the wheel should be moved outside as well. So that should be the, let's see, our wheel translate on the Y. Y is 50. So that's a 50 is the half of this 30 previously. So that means we should have that track divided by 2. That is the linkage from the position of the wheel to track. Let's see here. Now, if you change this parameter, your wheel is also linked each other together. And let's put this smaller. So that it looks like better than our car. So you can change this more those parameters than me. But you can see here is also the track -2, the divided by 2. If you want to change anything else, for example, rotate this 90, because earlier is we also have some rotation. So like it's wheel front, wheel rotate. Like C is 30 degree, so that we can replace from here. So then these two, the wheel will be rotate. So that is the thing is whenever you want to control something, is you can just make that as a parameter. Then that's starting to be able to change from the variable value, then go to the program to do that. So here you can see, try using the wheel weights. So let's also have our wheel weights equal to 10, for example. Let's just see. And where is our wheel weights? Wheel weights is this 3. So let's replace that as the exercise. That's the height. And make a very big wheel. So then I want this 10-20 degrees. And I want this top is bigger. Oh, it's not like our nice car, but now you can control this model by yourself. So let's save on that. Is by now it should be clear. Is you can make any parameter to your model. So remember, you can use this the percentage mark to make some transparency. Then give an easier way to see the inside. And also we highlight is you should not assign a value to one variable double time or 2 times or multiple times. But if you do that, it's not stop the model. It's just give you a warning, but only the last value assigned is effective. But that will give you some trouble to find out the errors. So that those things is let's see. So like this this part is we can also do the last thing is the rear. Looks like it's this is turn, this is turn to another side. So then let's do this rear wheel rotate. This one and this one. So let's see. So you can see this turn like to the right, this turn to the left. So that is the way you can make your model is interesting. I will stop here, and next tutorial we will do some resizing and more way of the combining. Combining is you have multiple parts, so we will make that into our unit part. So see you there. Thank you for watching.